Welcome, fellow yogis, and welcome to your 60-minute Vinyasa. Today is a special 60-minute Vinyasa because today is Yoga with the Dead. We'll begin seated. You can be in easy seated posture with legs crossed, or you can be sitting on your heels should you choose. Palms can come, if you're seated on your heels, maybe your left palm comes inside of your right. If you're seated on your butt or on a block, the hands can come out to the side, palms facing up to receive, palms facing down to ground. And we'll just settle into our mindful meditative breath. Giving yourself the next 60 minutes to be present, to be mindful, to stay in one place. Concentrating on the breath, maybe focusing on one specific breath and visualizing when that breath turns from the outside air to the inside breath, and at the same time on your exhale, maybe focusing when your inside breath becomes the outside air, and realizing that it is all the same. The inside of the outside is just one. Paying attention to any internal dialogue that you're having, allowing any thoughts to come through your mind to be acknowledged, accepted, and released. We'll begin to deepen our breath now and move into our Ujjayi breath, U-J-A-Y-I-I. Now the breath is more audible. It might only be audible inside your head, or it might be audible outside as well. And the texture of your breath is coarse and rough, a snoring sound, a vibration sound, an oceanic sound. You're beginning to build fire in the belly. And remembering that you have access to your Ujjayi breath during your practice when you need a little bit of additional fire in the belly. Take 3 final Ujjayi breaths, making each breath deeper than the last. And concentrating and focusing on extending that exhale. Building your strength. Final Ujjayi breath. And now we'll move into our final breathing pattern in our pranayama, our cleansing breath. So now we'll inhale deeply, but this time at the top of your breath, pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Mouth opens, exhale. You're blowing out a candle about 3 or 4 feet away from you. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. Inhale. Deep breath. Fill the belly, fill the heart. Sip at the top of your breath and pause for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale. Take 3 final breaths on your own. Again, I invite you to enhance and extend your exhale as I always say, the inhale kind of takes care of itself. It's the exhale where you're building that strength. Good. Inhale. Sip. Pause. Exhale. Take your final cleansing breath, and I invite you to utilize your cleansing breath during your practice when you need a little bit of influx of oxygen and a little bit of outflow of carbon dioxide. You have your mindful meditative breath to settle into your postures, your ujjayi breath for additional fire in your belly, and your cleansing breath, again, to enhance your oxygen inflow and carbon dioxide outflow. Those are not the only types of breathing patterns that you have, but those are the types that we'll use mostly during our practice. Let's make our way into a tabletop. So in tabletop, we'll just begin to warm the spine. Back is flat, knees are directly under the hips. Shoulders directly over the elbows, elbows directly over the wrists. We'll take a deep inhale here. On your inhale, your hips drop, your belly drops, your lumbar spine exaggerates and accentuates. Your gaze is upward, opening the throat chakra. And then on your exhale, pressing down into the palms, spine domes to the ceiling, chin comes to the chest. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Visualize the back of a cat. Thoracic spine touching the ceiling, extending, feeling the scapula, the shoulder blades opening. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. One final sit. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And now let's make our way into a standing posture, top of the mat. For Amelia, she's going to be facing the camera. So we'll take some spinal warm-ups here. Palms come up tall. Let's grab the left wrist with the right hand. Feet can be either together or about 6 inches apart. You're grounding your feet into the earth, the four corners of your feet. The pad beneath the big toe, the pad beneath the little toe, and the corners of the ankle, the corners of the heels. We're going to inhale, press down the lift up, pull that left arm with the right, and then begin to side bend. So you're in a flat plane here. The left side body is opening. You're pulling that wrist away so that shoulder joint is opening. Inhale.
Are you looking straight ahead or like into
You can look straight ahead. Okay. Exhale, lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen, side bend. Now you can go as far as you choose, kicking that left hip out. Doesn't matter how far down you go. Inhale. Exhale brings you back to center. Switch the hands out. Inhale grows tall. Exhale, press down to lift up. And then take your side bend. Pulling that right wrist with the left hand, opening up that right shoulder, opening up the right side body, kicking the right hip to the opposite wall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And back to center. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, hands can come to heart center, or they can come into a swan dive. You do a swan dive.
I don't know what a swan dive is.
I'll do a swan dive. Inhale, arms tall. Exhale, swan dive or forward fold with hands to heart center. We'll move into Uttanasana, forward fold. You can grab your elbows here, one another, should you choose, into ragdoll. It's your first forward fold. Hips are coming up tall. Crown of the head making its way to the floor. If you're in ragdoll, you can sway side to side. Or if you're comfortable in ragdoll and would like to go a little further, you can take your hands to your big toes or maybe your hands to your heels. Chest comes to the thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, arms sweep up tall. Let's bring the hands right to the back with your palms facing down. Elbows in tight. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, press the hips ever so slight forward. I'll come into this direction. Press the hips ever so slightly forward. Head drops back. And take your first gentle back bend. So we did side bend, lateral flexion. Then we did spinal flexion. Now we're doing spinal extension. And now we'll go into spinal rotation. So the left foot is down. We're going to take that right foot directly behind the left foot. I'll go this way, you go that way. The right foot directly behind the left foot. So the big toe and the second toe on the right foot are kind of cupping the heel of the left foot. Arms come out to the side. Inhale, grow. Exhale, left arm comes forward, right arm comes back, and we'll take a twist. Spinal rotation. So her feet are perfectly lined up. If you fall out, that's okay. Come back. Inhale.
This way or that one?
You're looking over your right palm here. Inhale. Exhale, twist. And come back to center. You're engaging your lumbar and thoracic oblique muscles here. Switch the feet out. Right foot comes forward. Big toe and the second toe of the left foot cup the heel of the right foot. Inhale, arms come up tall. Exhale, right arm comes forward, left arm comes behind you. Now you're gazing over your left middle finger.
Woo!
And if you fall out, you fall out. That's fine. Sometimes people go, oh, that looks kind of simple. It's almost like you're on a balance beam. If you can visualize in gymnastics a balance beam. Both of your feet are on there. Gaze towards the back wall. I'm going to take her a little further here. So if you can go past 180 degrees, do so. And release. Come back to center. Arms come to the side. Now you'll go to the top of the mat. Make your way to the top of the mat. And we'll move into our Sun A and Sun B, adding lunges. Inhale, arms sweep up tall. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, right foot back. Runner's lunge. Inhale, lifts the heart. Again, flat line from the back of the heel all the way up to the crown. Exhale, left foot back, down dog. We'll take our first vinyasa. You can always come to your knees on your vinyasa. Don't be ashamed. Just do it if you need to. Inhale, forward in the high push-up. This is where you can come to your knees. Come to your knees for this one. Exhale, yogi push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Top of the feet press into the mat. Palms press into the mat. Thighs come off. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through to the top of the mat. If your foot doesn't get there, I always say grab that foot and ankle and bring it up. So that right knee is directly over the right ankle. Exhale, left foot forward and fold. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale and fold. Inhale, we'll sweep the arms up tall. Palms come together. Heels of the wrists come together. Biceps come back towards the ears. You can either release your index fingers or keep your palms together. Press down to lift up. Press your hips forward, drop your head back, and make your way into your first back bend. Now, pressing the heels of the wrists together actually engages the shoulder joints. Inhale, exhale, and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold, left foot steps back, you're in a runner's lunge. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, right foot back, down dog. Now we'll move into a vinyasa. Again, you can come to your knees should you choose. Inhale, forward in the high push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Elbows in tight, 90-degree elbows here. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, right leg lifts. Left leg lifts. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, right foot forward and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweeps the arms up tall. We'll set up for back bend number 2. Now, you've been here once before, so your spine is getting kind of warmed up. Press down to lift up. Hips come forward. Head drops back. Chest presses towards the ceiling. Fingers pressing away from you. Palms together. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Arms to the side. Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms facing forward. Rest pose. Cleansing breath. We'll move into Sun B. We'll add chair pose.
Okay, they're dancing.
Inhale, no, please dance. Inhale, arms sweep up tall. Exhale and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold. We sweep our little fingers onto the floor and make our way into Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit back. Toes lift. Majority of the weight on the back half of the foot here. Upward facing dog back. So try not to roll forward. Your arms can be up or out forward. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back here in a runner's lunge. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, left foot back, down dog. If you would like to play with a 3-legged vinyasa, you can go there. You do not have to. And you can still come down to your knees. 3-legged vinyasa yogis, lift that right leg. Inhale, forward in the high push-up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, flattens the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Right leg lifts.
My bad.
Her bad. Exhale, step it through, top of the mat. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, left foot forward and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms sweep up tall. We'll take the 3rd and final back bend in this sequence. Now you've been there. Now go for it. Assuming you don't have any back problems. Press down, lift up, press forward, drop back. Palms together. Breathe through it. Find comfort in the discomfort. Using your breath. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold. Left foot steps back. You're in a runner's lunge. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, right foot back, down dog. 3-legged vinyasa yogis, left leg lifts. Forward in the high push-up on your inhale. Exhale and lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, lifts the heart. Exhale, right foot forward and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, we fold and sweep our fingertips on the floor. Utkatasana, chair pose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Exhale. Inhale, elbows lift. Exhale, right elbow comes over the left knee. We'll take our twist. So you'll see it from 2 angles here. She's rolling that right shoulder under, right rib cage under. Left shoulder comes back. Left elbow pointing towards the ceiling, if you can, and gaze towards the ceiling. I'll come from the other direction. Now you want to take a quick peek to your knees. Have your knees moved apart? If so, try to bring them together. If you'd like to open your arms up, press down, lift up. And then I'm going to take a bind. You don't. Lots of different places to go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, hands come back to heart center. We find ourselves back in Utkatasana. Upward facing dog back. Try not to roll over here. Let's come up on our tippy toes. Back is flat. Heels over the toes. Feel that burn in the quads.
I feel it.
Hold for 3. For 2, for 1, heels come down. Inhale, elbows lift. Exhale, we'll take that left elbow over the right knee. Now, pressing that elbow into the knee, pressing the elbow and the knee across the body. That gives you your leverage. Right elbow towards the ceiling, right shoulder coming behind, left shoulder, left rib cage coming under. Take a quick peek at your knees. Has one knee migrated forward? If so, bring them together. If you'd like to open up here, feel free to do so. And if you have a bind, just bind that arm behind the back. There you go. Take that bind. Shoulders stack for 3, for 2, for 1. Hands come back to heart center. We'll go up on the tippy toes one more time. Inhale. If you're comfortable here and would like to take a toe stand, slower than you would like, with back flat. Breathe. Breathe through it. Hands come to the floor, heels come to the floor, arms sweep up tall, hands to heart center, mountain pose, Tadasana. If you would like to take a drink here, or if you have any yoga juice on your forehead, you can wipe that off. Sugar magnolia, blossoms blooming. For all my deadhead friends out there may not be a lot, but there are enough. All right, inhale, arms sweep up tall. Exhale and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold. You'll step the right foot back. Turn that right foot 45 degrees. Inhale lifts you up into warrior 1. Roll that right hip forward, both hips facing forward. Inhale, knee over the ankle. Thigh parallel to the mat. One day you may not get there for a long time, and that's okay. Inhale. Exhale, we'll open in the warrior 2. Now both hips are facing the side direction. Knee remains bent over the ankle. That knee comes out, pressing into the outer edge of the foot. So the majority of the weight is on the knife edge. Both arms solid and strong here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right palm comes to the thigh. Inhale, arm sweeps up tall as we take reverse warrior. Now you can gaze into the palm, or as Amelia's doing, she's gazing towards her right ankle here. This left side body is open, stretching the intercostal muscles opening. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, bend this forearm, place the forearm onto the knee, extend the arm up long, sunset that arm over the ear for extended side angle. So let's take a look at the posture here. Nice flat line from the outer edge all the way up the thigh, following her arm. She's stretching, extending. Now, a couple different ways you can play here. You can stay right here. I'm trying to get the block. You can stay right here, or you can bring that hand to the inside of the foot using a block or a book or a pillow. Or if you have it in your practice, you can come down to the floor. If you have it in your practice, you can begin to take a bind. If you have it in your practice, you can begin to move your way into bird of paradise. That's a balancing posture. We can work on these postures another time. These are the different layers. I just showed you about 4 or 5 different layers. Every layer is just as good as every other layer. There's not one that is better. It's not that you're good, this person's better. Wherever you are in your practice is wherever you are in your practice. Now, wherever you are in this posture, begin to make your way back to extended side angle. Inhale, windmill back to warrior 2. Exhale, frame out the left foot with both hands, step the left foot back to meet the right, and take an optional vinyasa. You can stay in down dog, you can take child's pose, or you can take your vinyasa. So we just did the left side, right? Switch yourself around. So put your head where your foot is and the foot, there you go.
You got it?
Inhale, right leg lifts tall. Exhale, step it through, top of the mat. Inhale, left foot turns 45 degrees, and we'll make our way back into warrior one. So as you see, both hips are flat here, okay? Move your left foot out a little bit. There you go. Now turn that hip. So how the hips are nice and even here. Arms up tall. Knee is bent over the ankle. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale opens to warrior two. This is a hip opener on the right side, so bring that knee back, pressing into the outer edge of that left foot, engaging that inner thigh. Arms solid and strong. Gaze over the right middle finger. Inhale. Exhale, left palm to the outside of the left thigh. Inhale, sweeps the right arm up tall. Reverse warrior. Now the right side body is opening up, the intercostal muscles, the shoulder muscles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale brings you back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale bends that right arm, right forearm, comes to the right thigh, and begin to sunset that arm long. Again, nice flat line, straight. Try to drop the hip. Sometimes lift your hip up. Sometimes we'll see this where that hip comes way up in the air. It's tough and it takes time, but ultimately dropping that hip down by bending the knee. That's where the hip comes down if the knee can bend. If you want to take a little further, you can come to the block or a book. If you want a little further, you can come to the floor. If you want to go a little further, you can take a bind. And if you want to go a little further and you have a balanced bird of paradise in your practice, this would be where you would go. Excellent. Left leg is solid and strong here. That's where the power is coming from. For 3, for 2, for 1, make your way back to extended side angle. Inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, frame out the right foot. Send the right foot back to meet the left. Optional vinyasa. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Child's pose. Yes, she says. Hips sink to the heels. Back is flat. Arms are out long. She's in a wide-legged child's pose, but you can take a closed-leg child's pose as well. We'll give you 5 solid breaths here. Final breath. And make your way back to down dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, turns that left foot. Makes our way up into warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. We're going to straighten that right leg. We're going to move into triangle pose. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Follow my cues here. Now, begin to lean forward with the upper body. Don't go down yet. Kick that left hip back. When you get as far as you can, and this is a good time to have a block, turn the palms, turn the chin to the shoulder on the left side, and move both arms at the same time. Yeah, now if you have a block, you can go to the block. Move those hips forward. Touching the ceiling, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee. Place the hand in front of the right foot. I'm going to put the block here. We're going to move into balancing half moon. So as that right knee bends, press down into the right leg. Lift the left up. Begin to lift the left leg up. Now you can stay here. If you're comfortable here, you can begin to lift that left arm up in the air. And if you're comfortable here, you can actually start taking your gaze towards the ceiling. Okay? Different layers for everybody. Again, really good to have a block or a book here to bring that floor closer to you. Leg is nice and straight. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Bend that right knee ever so slightly. Left hand comes to the floor. You're framing out the right foot. Now you're flattening the hips, and we move into a standing split posture. Right leg solid and strong. One day, the crown of the head comes to the floor, and the foot comes to the ceiling. Not many people can get there, but this is a beautiful split, standing split here. For 3. For 2. For 1, left foot comes to meet the right, arms sweep up tall, mountain, hands come to heart center, Tadasana mountain pose. Let's switch you on sides again. Here, just gonna step away. As we set up for the other side. So from the top of your mat, right foot steps back. You'll turn that right foot 45 degrees. Make your way into Warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale, Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, left leg straightens. Palms face forward. Inhale. Exhale. Begin to make your way down into triangle. Leaning forward, hip comes back, and then when you get as far as you can, both arms move at the same time. Again, you can have a block here to grab hold of to bring the floor closer. Nice triangle here, that's where it comes triangle. Nice triangle here, that's where it comes triangle. Nice triangle here. Drop the hip a little bit. There you go. So you see all the different triangles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Ujjayi breath. Exhale. Bend the left knee. You can place the block in front of the foot now. You're going to bring your hand to the floor in front of your left foot or to a block. Bend the left knee. Press up with the left knee as the right leg comes up. Balancing half moon. Once that leg comes up, if you're comfortable, then and only then can you raise the arm. And then if you have it in your practice, begin to gaze into that right palm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right palm comes down. You're framing out the left foot now. Now the hips go flat, and that right leg comes up into standing split. Now by now, that left leg is screaming. It's screaming. For 3. For 2. For 1, right leg comes down to meet the left. Arms sweep up tall. Hands come to heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. 5 cleansing breaths. I hope any of my Deadhead friends are enjoying the Deadhead playlist today. Inhale, arm sweep up tall. Exhale and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold, step the right foot back. Inhale, lifts up into crescent lunge. So now, the ball of the foot is on the mat as opposed to the outer edge of the foot. Warrior 1, outer edge of the foot. Crescent lunge, ball of the foot. We're going to drop that right knee onto the mat. Flatten the right foot out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, maybe take a little bit of a back bend here. And release. Begin to lean back with the hips. Straighten this leg. You can bring your hands down. Bring the toes off of the mat and find your way into a split here. So a couple different splits. This is perfectly fine. You can stay up on that knee. You're going to feel a real stretch in the hamstring. As the toes come to the nose, it's going to engage the calf. If you have a half split, you can go and actually sit back onto the heel. And I don't have a full split, but that's where a block comes in. So if you're working on a full split, put a block under your thigh, or you can put 2 blocks to the side and see how far you can get into that split. Back is flat, try not to lean forward.
That's good for not warming up.
Good for not warming up. I was warming up before. For 3, for 2, for 1. Begin to make your way out of it any way you can. There's no sexy way to get out of a split.
That says you.
Step the right foot to meet the top of the mat. Arms sweep up tall. Hands come to heart center. Tadasana. There's no sexy way for me to get out of a split. There might be for other people. There's no sexy way for me to get out of a split. We'll move to the other side. Inhale, arms sweep up tall. Exhale and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold. We'll step the left foot back. We're in a runner's lunge. Inhale, lifts up. Crescent lunge on the left. Kicking that left heel behind you. Right knee directly over the right ankle. Both hips in one line. Inhale. Exhale, left knee makes its way to the mat. Flatten the left foot. Extend that left leg back. Maybe leaning forward on the left thigh to open up the psoas muscle and the quadriceps. If you took a back bend on one side and you'd like to take a back bend on the other, the best way to do that, gaze straight to the ceiling. You're going to find a focus spot. That's called your drishti point. And then follow that in a straight line behind you. Slowly, slower than you would like. Inhale. Exhale brings you back to center. Right leg begins to straighten as you begin to lean back. And you can either stay up on the knee, you can come into half split, or again, you can come into a full split. I did it on one side, so I, by law, have to do it on the other side. Can't only do one side in yoga. For 3, for 2, for 1, and begin to release. Make your way out in any way that you can. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Arms sweep up tall, mountain. Hands come to heart center. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a couple cleansing breaths here. then we'll move into our balancing series. Let's face the camera. So we'll start out with a tree posture today. We have a couple different ways to go in the tree posture, but we're going to use our left foot as our balance foot. So let's take that left heel into the mat. We'll then drop the ball of the foot, lift the toes, and then grab the mat. A couple different ways you can come into tree. We'll bring our hands to our heart. You can come in the kickstand, where your right toes are actually on the mat. Shin, inner thigh, half lotus, or if anybody has a toe stand, you can go in the toe stand. So you do that, I'm gonna go into a toe stand, okay? So Amelia is in a typical tree here. You see her leg is up. We wanna roll that knee back for toe stand. If anybody has toe stand, please feel free to go there. I'm gonna bend my leg in a figure 4. Bend that knee ever so slightly. Bring both hands to the floor. And then make my way down into a toe stand. Again, this is not a beginner's posture, so you can stay in tree in any way that you would like. One hand to the heart, both hands to the heart. I don't always have that. Find your drishti point, find your focus point. Most important thing in balance posture is finding that focus point. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Begin to make my way out of it. Hands come back to heart center. And release. Dancer pose. So, we're going to start again with our left foot as the balance. Right arm comes out to the side. Actually, you come this way. You go a long way because you have a much better dancer pose. You come back there. So, right arm comes out to the side. You have money in your hand. Right knee bends. You're going to grab the inside of that foot. Now, if you need to go to a wall here, feel free to go to a wall. Okay? Once we have the inside of the ankle, we're going to bring the knees together. Left arm comes up. Now I'm going to stay right here because this is dancer's pose. I can stay here all day and I'm in dancer's pose. If you can progress a little further, you can begin to kick into that right hand as the upper body makes its way down. These are both dancer's pose. There's not one that's better than the other. They both work. It's the left leg that's solid and strong. It's the left leg that's important here. Inhale. Exhale and release. Again, you can do that against a wall or against, against the wall, I guess, right? To maintain your balance. But dancer's pose is really just balancing on that foot. What Amelia did is taking it to the next level and the next level and the next level. It takes years to get there. Don't worry if you're not there right now. Just worry about the solid foundation, that left leg. Let's switch the other way. You turn and face that way. Yeah, you're right over there.
Oh, are we doing tree?
Yeah, we'll do tree first. That's right, I'm sorry. So now the right foot is your balance foot. You're digging the right heel into the mat, the ball of the foot, and then lift the toes, engaging that plantar fascia, and then grip the mat. Hands come to heart center. I'm going to go into toe stand, and Amelia will go into tree. Inhale. Exhale. If you're in toe stand, think about driving that left knee towards the floor, maybe lifting up a little bit off of the ankle, which is really hard for me. Final breath here. And then we'll begin to make our way out the same way we came in. Left foot comes down, Tadasana mountain pose. Now we'll go into that, okay? So now, dancer on the right. Right foot is solid and strong. Left hand comes out to the side. You're holding money. Bend the left knee. Grab the inside of the left ankle. And then bring both knees together. Right arm comes up tall, touch the ceiling, or if you're against the wall, I'm going to stay here. Inhale, exhale, begin to kick that left foot into the hand, upper body down, kick, upper body down, kick. For 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Nice dancer. Excellent job. Let's make our way back to the mat. That was a nice dancer. She's improving with that. Years, that's taken years and years and years to get there. So if you're not there, that's okay. Just stand on one leg and you're doing dancer. Inhale, arm sweep up tall. Exhale and fold. Inhale, shins. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands and either step or hop back. Find yourself in down dog. We'll take our final vinyasa, so forward in the high push-up. Exhale and lower. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Now we're going to make our way to our seats. If you have a jump through, go for that. If not, just make your way onto your butt with your legs out long.
Keep trying.
Palms come to the side. Pressing down into the palms. Pressing down into the calves. Lifting the heels. Dandasana. Staff pose. Sucking the belly button in here, engaging the core muscles. So this is a perfect way to see this. The bandhas, I'll give a little talk about the bandhas. The bandhas are locks, L-O-C-K-S. We have 3 sets of bandhas. We have the Mula Bandha, which is the root lock, the Uddiyana Bandha, which is the abdominal lock, and the throat bandha. Right now, to engage the core, you're engaging your bathroom muscles in the root, and you're engaging your abdominal muscles. That's your core. Suck that in. That's where all of this flying and all of these postures, just keep your core sucked in and release. You thought I forgot about you, didn't I? We'll make our way into boat pose, Navasana. Knees come up. Let's all start holding our thighs behind the knees. Legs out long here, parallel to the mat. If you're comfortable here, you can extend your arms to receive. Sitting on your sits bones. The sits bones are actually the pointy parts of the hip bones called the ilium. If you would like to extend your legs, you can do so by contracting your quadriceps. Shaking is good. Torsional struggle. That's what causes shaking. Oppositional muscles working against one another. We're going to make our way to the back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So torsional tension is when oppositional muscles work against one another, like the hamstrings and the quadriceps. They're both fighting for dominance. And that's where that shaking comes in. It's not a bad thing. It's actually showing that all the muscles of your body are working right. Let's go into a figure 4. So we'll bend the knees. We'll take the left ankle over the right knee. Right knee comes up. Take the right hand through the opening. Left hand through the opening. Grabbing the thigh, or you can grab below the knee. Either one works. Then begin to pull that right knee to the shoulder. At the same time, you're kicking the left knee away from you. Inhale. Exhale, pull that right knee in. Press that left knee away. Opening that left hip, the adductor muscle. Left hip rotation, external rotation of the left hip. And on the right side, you're flexing your hip in, so you're working the quadriceps and psoas muscles. For 3, for 2, and release. Let's switch sides here.
I forgot which side I did for a second.
Your right ankle now over the left knee. Take the right hand through the opening. Clasp your hands together behind the thigh or right below the knee. And then pull that left knee into the chest and press the right knee away. I'm going to give an assist here. So put your foot on my shoulder. So I'm pressing that left knee towards the shoulder at the same time, opening the right hip. So she should feel a stretch, or you should feel a stretch in that right hip joint.
Is that the kind of assist that somebody that was home could ask somebody else to do?
Somebody could, if it was somebody they knew well, or if it was their yoga teacher.
They've been for a few weeks now with somebody,
That's
so.
Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Let's extend the legs out long. Mini Shavasana.
Asking me to be still during I go is like, I don't even know. It's not.
As we begin to wind down our practice, let's move into a happy baby. Legs come up tall, grabbing either the outside of the feet if possible, or if not, you can grab the outside of the shins. Soles of the feet facing the ceiling. Legs open wide, flared, maybe rocking side to side. And then coming to rest. Maybe pulling the soles of the feet towards the floor. And then if you have ecstatic baby, you can yoga toe lock your big toes. Yoga toe lock. So you take your peace sign fingers under your big toes and you press your thumb into the top of the big toe. And then extend the legs out long. That's ecstatic baby. Happy baby is knees bent. Ecstatic baby is knees straight, is legs straight. See if I can get out there to show you from behind.
Call that because you'll be ecstatic if you can do that.
Right.
I know I was.
Final breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release the hand grip, bring the legs together. We'll take an inversion here. So you can take shoulder stand or you can take plow. Or you can take waterfall. So Amelia's going to go into shoulder stand. I'm going to go into waterfall using a block. So on my back, place this under my hips. Soles of the feet facing the ceiling. Shoulder stand is a little bit more of an advanced posture, so waterfall is perfect. Getting blood flow, circulatory flow from the bottom of the body to the top, from the inferior to the superior. Final breath here. And begin to release down. We'll take a final wind removing pose here. So we'll bend that right leg, grabbing right below the knee, bringing the knee into the right shoulder. Engaging, activating the ascending colon and the digestive tract. And release. Inhale, left knee comes up. You're grabbing right below the knee, 2 inches below the kneecap. Pulling that left leg slightly out to the side to avoid the rib cage, and then bringing that left knee to the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and release. We'll inhale both knees in. You'll grab your knees with your arms. If you can grab your elbows one another, do so. If you can't, go for your forearms or go for your wrists. Bringing the knees together, knees come to the chest, engaging and activating the transverse colon. And then for the final couple of moments in this posture, maybe bringing the forehead into the knees, shoulders lifting up, knees come to the forehead, forehead comes to the knees. Rolling yourself up into the smallest possible ball that you can for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you have anything in your practice that you need to do to seal your own personal practice, feel free to go there now. Otherwise, begin to make your way into our final posture of this practice, final Shavasana. Legs are out long, arms are to the side, palms facing upward, and begin to find your breath. It is in Shavasana where all the magic happens, all the hard work that you've just put in for the last 60 minutes. Circulatory enhancement, lymphatic flow enhancement, nervous system engagement. Relax your toes, relax your feet, relax your ankles. Relax your shins, relax your calves. Relax your thighs, relax your hamstrings. Relax your belly, relax your chest. Relax your hands, relax your wrists, relax your arms and shoulders. Relax your neck, relax your jaw. Relax your face, relax your crown. Relax your mind. Begin to allow consciousness and awareness to return to your bodies. If you'd like to wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, shake your head yes and no. Coming back. And then if you would like to extend your arms above your head, maybe clasping your hands together and taking a final good morning stretch. Stretching from the tips of your toes to the tips of your fingers. And then making your way to the top of your mat, either an easy seated posture, half lotus, or full lotus. Write it on your heart that every day is the best day in the year. He is rich who owns the day, and no one owns the day who allows it to be invaded with fear and anxiety. Finish every day and be done with it. You have done what you could. Some blunders and absurdities no doubt have crept in. Forget them as soon as you can. Tomorrow is a new day. Begin it well and serenely, with too high a spirit to be cumbered with your old nonsense. This new day is too dear, with its hopes and invitations, to waste a moment on the yesterdays. Ralph Waldo Emerson. If you would like to join us in a practice sealing Om, feel free to do so. If not, you can just bathe in our vibration. We'll take one deep cleansing breath and a second breath, and exhale to Om. Inhale. Inhale. As we take our thumb knuckles between our eyebrows to our third eye and take a slight bow towards one another. The light in us honors the light in each of you. We thank you for joining us today and allowing us to be your guides in our practice together. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you all for joining us for our 60-minute yoga with the dead today. I hope that you enjoyed the music and enjoyed the yogi experience as well. We'll see you next time.